Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop again today. 7 new comics this week. I think 5 were from my pull list and 2 I pulled off the shelf. But first we'll show you Kid Cult Outlaw 123. Looks like a Jack Kirby cover. I didn't even look it up. This is my top of my printer cover. My museum slot on the top of my printer that I just leave cover there one every week and give it a look. I went to my Western section and pulled this one out. Pretty cool, lots of figure work in that one. Kid Cult Outlaw. That looks like a late 60s one. 12 cents. Yeah. Good stuff. Good cover. Let's see what I got. Oh, first we'll show you the freebie comic shop news. What does that say? Vampaverse? Vampaverse. I guess it's a Vampirella thing. Vengeance of Vampirella. Yeah, I mean, I haven't read much Vampirella. She was in that Dynamite series that I read last year. I may have read an issue or two here or there. But I have not read a ton. Is it me or is that Joker looking like an Ice Cream Man cover right there with him in the Ice Cream Man gear, huh? What are they doing with that? Imitating indie comics? How crazy. But, I'll peruse that this week, see if there's anything that catches my eye. And the first thing I'll show you is the one with my name in it. The Lot #1 came out from Bad Idea, who I'm doing the production for, so you can see my name in the back there. Jared Osborne production. Matter of fact, I just got out issue 2 of this to the printers yesterday. Who's this by? Marguerite Bennett and Renato Guedes, Guedes, and it's this black and white old Hollywood story. I can't even remember what I put it together, but I don't read it kind of as I put it together. It's and then there's a backup, The Reverse Art Thief. So I think is Dave. Who's writing this? Is this a Matt Kindt one? The backup. The backup is Matt Kindt and Doug Braithwaite. But nice varnish on that. That's another one of the things I do is I give them the guide for where the varnish goes. The varnish goes right on the Bad Idea logo. That's the only place with varnish. Yeah. You can barely see it on that Bad Idea logo, but you can see it on the rest of this if you catch it just in the light. See, there's no varnish here because that's some sort of negative space. Okay, there you go, The Lot. Then we've got a book I thought ended. Tarna #6, the double-sized last issue. I was like, that didn't end? It's been a while, I think, since #5. Oh, there! Now I remember. Not seeing that page. Now I remember where the story ended. But I've been enjoying the artwork on this one. The story's just okay. She's like a Silver Surfer level cosmic hero out there fighting cosmic threats. There's some nudity in it and pretty drawings and stuff like that. But I enjoyed. Extra size 30-page finale. I enjoy, for some reason my shop couldn't get in issue 2 of this, so I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do not have issue 2, and it didn't seem to slow the story down at all because it's like 3 picked up like right where 1 ended. I'm like, what happened in 2? I don't know. But there's the last issue of that, 6 of 6, and now we've got the Silver Coin, 4 of 6. And this is just stories that, to say they revolve around the silver. Who's doing this one? Oh, Jeff Lemire, and every issue's got a different writer. And Michael Walsh does the art with every issue. It looks like he's doing it differently. He's using almost a Dave Gibbons style here. Looks like this is a sci-fi one. A Curse Needs to Feed. Oh, this takes place in the year 2467. I think I read that. And the silver coin is barely a thread that holds the stories together. You should really, there's really no point to the silver coin kind of thing. Like last issue, the silver coin was hardly in the story at all, but it was still if you ignore the whole silver coin angle, it's there's some nice little suspense stories or what. Yeah, this one looks like very Dave Gibbons inspired sci-fi story. So I look forward to that one. That should be cool. Then second issue of Norse mythology. First issue was great. The series was great. Who's drawing this one? Craig Russell is adapting the Neil Gaiman book, and he's doing the layouts. Art by Matt Horak. Colors by Laverne Kinzierski. So, it's just terrific stuff. It really tells the story of the Norse myths well. I think that this is continued from last issue, or we're in the middle of a story, but it's just top shelf stuff. They do a really good job with it. Like I said, I enjoyed Volume 1. This is Volume 2. Volume 1 was 6 issues. We get another 6 issues with this. So that'll be good. And here we have Ha Ha, 6 of 6. This is by the Ice Cream Man writer, W. Maxwell Prince. This one's had a different artist every issue, I think. This is Martin Morazzo and Chris O'Halloran. Letters by Good Old Neon. And I think they were supposed to be clowns. And once again, this has more of a theme than the Silver Coin really does, but the theme's pretty thin. They're horror stories or mystery stories. This one looks like it actually has a clown in it, but one of them had a mime. One of them barely had a clown. Oh, it looks like the Ice Cream Man makes an appearance. We'll have to see, but I've enjoyed it. You know, I think these are just this and Silver Corn are just kind of an excuse to tell comics book stories in comic book form, but they kind of needed a hook for the reader. So this one went with clowns. That one went with the Silver Coin. And then, I didn't even know this one was coming out. Picked it up off the shelf. A Marvel Facsimile edition. There's the old... This is the first appearance of Moon Knight. I guess it looks like a Gil Kane cover. Who's inside? Don Perlin. Don Perlin and Howie Perlin. I think I have the issue after this. I never had this issue, but I have the issue after it. This was just an impulse buy. I was not a huge fan of these Don Perlin Moon Knights, but I'm like, you know what? For $4, I'll pick up the first appearance of Moon Knight. Why not? And let's see, my last comic of the week was, I just liked the cover. This is God Killers? God Killer Ashes. I think there's been other God Killer series. But this cover caught my eye. Oh, look at the back. Is this a wraparound? No, it's just two different covers. This cover just caught my eye and I liked it and I flipped through it. The art inside's okay. Not great. A little thin-lined animation looking art for me, but I think this one might... Well, we'll see how it reads first, but this one might go in my bought just for their cover section. I haven't put a comic in there in months and months, so maybe this one will go there. Was it previously in God Killer? I guess there's 2 volumes already out in this. But I figured, like I said, saw the cover, liked it, picked it up. Now I'm showing you a little bit of my art, what I got here. I finally finished this painting, which I was working on all last week. This is this was actually adapted from one of my covers for comics that don't exist, one of my Red Mary covers. And let's bring it up and show you a little... There's a little texture in it. Well, this one is really all about the lines, the color, the texture. What I do with these, there's the one behind it. So I've got 2, I bought 5 of these canvases to work on this summer. So far I've got 2 of them painted. And I think I'm going to take a break and do some big ink drawings now. But this is all about, the first thing I do is I put down the line. It's actually a purple line. It looks black, but it's such a dark purple that it works as black. Except it's a little more lively. And then I paint in all this color and all, like... This is a different texture than this. You really can't see. Like right here, all the brush strokes go up and down. Same with right here, all the brush strokes go up and down, and in here the brush strokes kind of follow the cloud form. Here you can see it a little more when I scumbled in the brush strokes in this blue because the color's a little more transparent. And then after I get down the purple line, I fill in all the color, the flat color, and the color with texture. Then I have to go back in and redo the purple line because pushing the paint up against it kind of wrecks the purple line a little. So I do that, and then I come in the last couple of days and I make that's where I paint sort of free form, all these different lines and colors and tick marks and brush strokes of paint. That's what I do in the last 2 days. It's like everything else is very planned out. The colors, her magenta outfit, her red skin, the blue sky, that's all planned out in my color sketch. But all this stuff around here, I kind of do at the end. It's not color sketch. Sometimes I take a picture of it and draw on it in Procreate to see if it. I'll say let me see what happens if I draw here. That way I can actually do it digitally before I do it on the painting. But I don't always do that. But that's the part that takes a lot of looking and a lot of contemplating. Okay, so there you go. Little art, some comics, and you guys have a good week out there.